Ho!
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you
What's up,
guys.
everybody? Thundercats in the house.
Thundercats is go, everybody. Holy crap, the Thundercats are loose. All right, so guys, welcome back to Thundercats Lair. Of course, my name is Mega J Retro, and with my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics. What's going on,
What's
JP?
up, everybody? What's up, man? What's going on?
Not much, brother. Not much. A lot of things on the go. A lot of things happening in the world of toys, and of course, Thundercats.
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
goodness, my brother. It is absolutely bonkers right now. Um, but how about you? How have things been in your neck of the woods? I know that we're all planning on heading to Toylanta in a few weeks. So what's going on with Toylanta for you, JP? What's
Well, from the realm, working on the latest updates, trying to get some color renders done to do some reveals of that, and just getting all the logistics ready for the show. Super excited. Unfortunately, I don't think Carlos is going to join me this year, so it might just be me flying solo. But super excited to be there.
Wow, that's unfortunate, but I know that Carlos has been very very busy as of
Yes.
late. So it's not uncommon for things like that to happen. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that everything's okay. But yeah, things have been pretty crazy in the world of Thundercats. I mean, things continue to evolve and change on a daily basis. But just before we start talking about the main topics for tonight, there's a whole bunch of other things on the go with regards to Thundercats. Super7 over when I was at Toy Fair, we got a glimpse there at the new DX version of Mumm-Ra. Now, this is actually more in line with a LGN style Mumm-Ra with the soft goods cape, and I think a lot of people were able to catch a glimpse of it. What were your thoughts about this new Mumm-Ra figure, JP, for
You
DX?
know, I was super excited, but it makes total sense because of the fact that Mumm-Ra the Ever Living would not fit in that type of blister card environment. So it was a great idea. I love the fact that they just did a brand new tooled Mumm-Ra because although the Four Horsemen one is fantastic, I don't know if I think everybody has the same issue where his legs just spread out no matter what, even if you join them. I guess it's the way you sculpt it. They sculpted the figure or the bandages or the bandage skirt, whatever. It's just the legs just go. Whoop. You can squeeze them and then you'll just. So it's like he's trying to open his legs. He's trying to be a little hoe.
I wasn't going to
um,
go there, but okay.
but it's just that was the only flaw that
He's
that figure
manscaping, okay? He's manscaping. Come on.
he's airing out the
He's got
those
some air
ancient
conditioning in there.
balls, those
It's
ancient
got a
balls.
draft. He's drafty. It's draft. There's a draft. Big draft going on.
He's trying to get the
um,
mothballs out, but I think like yeah, and then he has this very very animation Rankin Bass kind of look on the new face sculpts um, with the expressions and stuff. So yeah, it was really exciting to see a brand new tool figure, and of course you know Jaga Spirit Jaga. Um, it's crazy how we go back. I was it like about a year, 2 years ago when the first Ghost Jaga came out, sold out. Everybody was up in arms. Then he was re-released, and now he's coming out at retail. So I'm sure whoever missed on Ghost Jaga, they have no excuse anymore. They can pick him up now.
100%. The Ghost Jaga figure was also previewed at Toy Fair.
Mhm.
It is more or less the same figure. I think there might be a slight different change in the color of the plastic,
Okay.
but other than that, it is Ghost Jaga. I don't think he comes with the glowing hand. I think it's
No.
just Jaga. He has his sword and a soft goods cape. I think that's about it.
Right. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the DX line going forward? I mean, like, is the DX line successful? Is it something that you're looking forward to for these re-releases? And will they continue with the Rankin and Bass style updates for these DX figures? What are your thoughts on that?
I think DX is definitely something they need to continue because it really like enlarges the footprint of the IP. Like Brian has said so many times, there are so many people that are Thundercats collectors, but they are only brick and mortar. They only buy stuff that they find in stores. They don't, you know, look how long Thundercats Ultimates has been going on. We just had Wave 15 revealed, and yet there are still people to date that had no idea about Thundercats Ultimates from Super 7. So the fact that they're at Target now, that they're at, eventually you'll probably find them at Walmart. It just really helps to build awareness for the IP and the line, and just really kind of guarantees the longevity of the line for us that want more deep cuts and more awesome characters like this crazy Wave 15 that just got revealed.
I agree. I think that it also being at retail is a huge advantage for a lot of people to be able to discover these figures, especially partnering with Target and Walmart and all these other places that are started carrying it, and the regular toy retailers who have it as well. It's also an opportunity, as we already know, for people who were late getting into the line to not have to pay absolutely outrageous secondary pricing on the market, and really get an opportunity to pick up these at a very reasonable price, even compared to the Ultimates price. The Ultimates were like $55. You know what I mean? At one point, they started
at
off
45,
yeah,
and they're at 65 now. Yeah,
yeah, they started off at $45 and now are all the way up to $65, right? And now you can pick one up for $35. I mean, that's huge. That is a huge incentive to start this all over again. I find myself actually picking up the line again, and the reason I say that is because they're not as expensive. I can pick up two, one to keep in box, one to open, and I can put the other ones back in the collector's box, which is arguably what they were meant for in the beginning anyway. So yeah, there's a great opportunity here to be able to collect the line all over again. So
yeah, absolutely.
and of course they're not exactly the same, right?
That's
They
another
are,
thing I was going to say. Yeah,
yeah. So
because
you know what?
it's
They
like
are
it
they
just gives
are
the
somewhat different.
opportunity. It's just like the price is more comfortable, right? For
Mhm.
a lot more people to be able to buy them. And then, like you said, there's a lot of original pieces. For example, the toy Lion-O is not the toy Lion-O that we got in the Ultimates.
Correct.
Um, the first Rankin Bass Lion-O was the one on the X. Then we got the souped up one with the eye effect and all that stuff. But it's kind of like interesting the way they're releasing these things, because it's like, okay, I think the DX Mumm-Ra is gonna be out before the Ultimates Mumm-Ra.
Wow.
So if you think about it, first to market, they're kind of focusing on DX, and then Ultimates comes a little bit after.
Mhm. Now, what about the oversized characters? I mean, like I've become accustomed to the standard DX packaging, but
Yeah.
as we know, when we start getting into like Rataro or Slithe or Mumm-Ra, right? These things are going to be pretty big. So, I wonder what type of packaging we can expect to see there.
Or if we will see them at all, to be honest with you. Because
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean,
I think we've talked about that with Brian, and it's just the fact that there's only so much peg space for figures. So if they were to do like an oversized blister, it'll it equates to larger peg space. And then I don't know if Super 7 is able to acquire that additional real estate space on the pegs. So it really kind of, I don't know. It's going to be something interesting to see what evolves.
yeah, but it would make to me it doesn't make any sense not to have Mumm-Ra the Ever Living. I mean,
I
they should
totally
at
agree
least.
with you. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they'll at least give it a shot, right, and see how it goes, right.
yep,
So
yep.
it'll be interesting to see how that develops. But after that, we were totally blindsided by yesterday's announcement. Actually, the announcement 2 days ago. This one came pretty much as a shock. There was a bit of a tease. They showed Mumm-Ra with Wizz-Ra's helmet, and but I don't think any of us really expected this to be the deepest cut line to be released to date. I think there are more deep cuts here than have ever been released on a single wave. This is really kind of crazy. So yeah, guys, this is nuts. Before we get to the actual pictures themselves, let's say hi to the chat, JP. All right, Warren Newman, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Always good to see you. Thundercats ho! That's right, Thundercats ho, Warren. Good to see you, brother. Frankie Rivera, Thundercats ho! Good to see you, Frankie. And Lino from Thundera, I'm ready for the intro, JP and Mega J. Eats, coughs, drops, sprays throat. Ho! Always good to see Lino. Motu Thunder 1898. Hey guys, what's going on, Motu Thunder?
What's up, man?
Good to see you, brother. Nolan B8B. What's going on, brother? Always good to see Nolan.
What's up,
it's
Nolan?
not a party, JP, until Nolan's here. It's always a we always have to wait for Nolan before the party starts. Dude Stuff 2025. Wonder when the Masterverse Beastman comes out. I know the Scarecrow Chronicles is in April, and it's a Walmart exclusive. So if you're talking about the photos that were just discovered for Vintage Collection Masterverse Beastman, I've got a couple of thoughts about that, and I was gonna share my thoughts in a video tomorrow. But yeah, man, the vintage line, the Vintage Collection line has been pretty damn good so far. But I gotta say, I have a couple of reservations about this Beastman. There's something about him that I'm not digging him, JP. I'm not digging him. Have you seen the photos, JP?
I'm gonna officially coin him Keto Beastman. He is the skinniest Beastman I've ever seen.
He is I thought the last Beastman they released was skinny. This guy is like freaking totally. He's been on what are they called? He's on Ozempic, man. He's on Ozempic.
You know what he is? He's like he's the Bautista, the current Bautista.
Yeah.
You know, like he's slimmed down and he's ripped.
Yeah.
But he's just super slender,
yeah.
and it just doesn't look like
it looks weird, bro.
To represent.
It looks weird. And the other thing about him, to be honest with you, his arms aren't long enough. He doesn't have the monkey arms right now. I think that's what's really good. It looks like they just slapped him onto a standard He-Man buck, and it's not working. It's not working at all.
The Masterverse body doesn't work very well with what they're trying to make here. You know, like the proportions and the way the muscles and the build of those figures were, the vintage ones, they don't match what Masterverse physique is, you know. So
I'm not 100% sure that's actually true, but definitely for Beastman, they gotta go back and get those monkey arms, you know, the ones that go on Stratos, the ones that go on Beastman, the ones that go, you know, on those types of character, Grizzlord, right? They got to get longer arms, and they got to hunch them over a little, you know what I mean? But this particular release, I'm hoping that these photos are really, really early production photos, because the face, there's something wrong with the face too. The face, he looks weird. Like the eyebrows are strange. There's a whole bunch of problems with these ones, and the mouth. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, but there's definitely something I'm not liking about this particular Beastman. Nolan's back in the house. Guy Dorian, hey, what's our good friend Guy Dorian Sr. What's going on, Guy? Good to see you, my friend. TC is looking awesome. Yes, Thundercats always looks awesome. Guys, we might be seeing Guy at Toylanta. So if you guys haven't already, please check out Toylanta.com. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Myself, JP, and our good friend Danny Green. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pedro Lopez, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. We will see you at Toylanta. Yes, of course. We will see Guy Dorian Sr. at Toylanta. Negative Sight. Hey, guys. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. We're doing very well. Much better that you're here, Negative Sight. Jordan from Canada. Hey, Mega J and JP. Great shirt, JP.
Thank you, man.
That
Appreciate
is an
it.
amazing shirt, man. Snarf, snarf. That is an awesome shirt. Let's see here. Damien Ristori, what's going on, dude? Good tidings, all. I have my eye on Zaxx, Wizz-Ra, and a single release of Old Man Mumm-Ra. Yes, that is really cool. You're missing one though.
You forgot Jagara.
Yeah, where is she? You missed one. Paul Morales is in the house. What's going on, dude? Good to see you, Paul. Alex Sanchez, what's going on, dude? I noticed that the deluxe Mumm-Ra is exactly the same as the Ultimates one with Wizz-Ra helmets. The DX Mumm-Ra was removed from my pre-order website as it was before. Yeah. I mean, like, it does make sense that they would be using the new buck for the DX Mumm-Ra, but obviously it comes with a lot less. But we're gonna take a look at everything that comes with these characters and whether or not they're worth the $65 price tag. Frankie Rivera, what's going on, dude? Always good to see you.
What's up,
Jordan from Canada, of course. Frankie, Damien. I bought a few times directly for Super7, but the charge for shipping has really gone sky high. I will always support the independent retailers, especially Comics and Cocktails UK. Nice. Always support the smaller retailers, guys. It's always a good idea. JMac77. This is a great evening to have some Thundercats talk. Thanks, guys. No problem, JMac. Always good to see you, brother. Eric Perryman. Hey, MJR from South India. Oh, Indiana. Sorry, Indiana. South Indiana. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here sharing with us tonight. Dude stuff. Sorry for mentioning Motu with Thundercats being the topic. It's fine. They're so compatible. It's not even funny. Nolik saying hi to Eric. Orbit Askew. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Let's see. Anybody else? Yeah, exactly, guy. Monkey arms. He's a beast, man. He needs those monkey arms.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying the exact same thing. Jordan from Canada. I'm sure he probably does. And Edmund. Edum. No, Ed Miguel. Edu Miguel. Edu Miguel. Am I reading that right? Edu Miguel.
Edu Miguel.
Edu Miguel. Okay, Edu Miguel. My apologies, my friend.
Yeah, like
Edu Miguel.
Edu Miguel.
Yeah, Edu Miguel. Hello, Mega J and JP. Still no driller from Super.
It's coming. I'm pretty sure.
Are we ever gonna get driller, JP? Are we ever gonna get driller? Here Cup now. My number one is Lixana. Yes, another really deep cut.
That's a cool one.
CB Hunts, what's happening, Captain? What's going on, CB Hunts? Always good to see CB Hunts, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to CB Hunts on YouTube. He's a wonderful toy tuber. I've already pre-ordered the new wave. Well, at least two. Both Mumm-Ra. Nice. Really looking forward to it.
He just got Mumm-Ra.
I know, right? All right, guys, let's take a look at this because this definitely, to me at least, and I'm pretty sure to many of us, has to be the deepest cuts that we've ever seen in at least one wave.
Oh, indeed.
So, guys, on Super7.com, Thundercats Wave 15. My goodness. And what a wave this is. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, jeez. Look at these guys. They're glorious. They really are. And a couple of things right off the bat. Obviously, Mumm-Ra's got something which I would have expected to be more in the DX line. But it's interesting that he has additional accessories. Did you think that we were going to get Zaxx this early in the line? Because I would have expected them to be well after Driller. I thought Driller would have been first before Zaxx.
I had no hunch, no feeling whatsoever that we would get a Zaxx. But I love the overall theme, with exception to Jagara. I love the overall Egyptian theme because Mummy is a Mumm-Ra. Mumm-Ra is a mummy.
Yep.
You got Wizz-Ra is an Egyptian pharaoh, and then of course Zaxx is like an Egyptian god. So it's such an awesome theme. You know what I mean? Like super exciting, man.
Yeah, on that level for sure. It is definitely almost primarily Egyptian.
Mhm.
Jagara is the exception, but she has her own role to play, and we'll probably get to that in a minute. Um, is this a brand new buck for Zaxx? I mean, he's got a much higher torso.
Oh
He's
yeah,
got 4 arms, so
yep,
I think out of all of them, they spent the most money on Zaxx.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Although Jagara does actually have a lot of new tooling as well. I don't think there's anything, and that's one of the best things about Super 7. They really don't reuse a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of their characters um, are original
Mhm.
characters, so it's really
Yeah.
interesting to see how these things come about. So we got a tease of Wizz-Ra when he was first leaked on the web almost a year ago now.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see that for the most part, he has exactly the same pack out as we actually saw in that leaked photo.
Mhm.
He comes with a character. He comes with 2 swappable heads, one with a headdress and one bald with his spell casting eyes. He comes with a chain, which I think can wrap around him, much like it did in the cartoon. He's got a set of swappable hands. He's got 2 splayed hands, 2 fists, pointing fingers, lightning fingers. That's cool. He's even got translucent hands, which of course
Mhm.
he was seen using in the
Powered
show.
up. Yeah.
So that's fascinating. Um, what are your thoughts about his overall pack out, JP?
Oh, dude, he's great. I love him. Ever since we got the tease last year, I've been waiting for it to be official, and now we can finally add Wizra to the collection, and he looks glorious. He looks really good, man. I just hope that in hand it really looks a lot like what we're seeing here.
Yeah, it's always a hit and miss with humans. But
Yeah,
males seem to have a better. It seems to be a lot better with males than it is with females. I always
I
worry about females. The males
I
aren't
hope
too.
it's not too late, but man, I want a matte finish on this figure. I don't want that translucent skin plastic that they use. I really hope that they keep this dark matte color.
Yeah, it's it's interesting because if you look at the GI Joe releases, Duke was great. You know what I mean? Duke was freaking amazing.
Mhm.
Um, the way that they had put the deco on him was incredible. And then literally almost the next wave, um, it was either Flint or it was one of the female characters. They had this weird translucency to their skin, and it looked terrible. It looked
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. It's a real hit and miss sometimes with the factories that Super 7 uses, sadly. So kind of crazy that way. I love the headdress. I love the overall design, and as you said, JP, let's see how it ends up looking. Jagara looks very interesting. Again, she is a truly deep cut character. I mean, um, what was her backstory again? JP, she's like a
She's
guardian
an
or something like that.
ancient um, sorceress, and she was brought back um, because she was defeated by Mumm-Ra. Sent her back to the to another dimension, like a dark dimension, and Lionel was able to bring her back. And this is during the new Thundera, where she had to keep the gyroscope running so that new Thundera wouldn't explode. So she had the gyroscope, which was that device that they made to, I guess, to keep the planet in orbit. And she was very pivotal to that whole thing. She's actually in like 5 or 6 episodes in the final season.
Hmm, that's awesome. She does come with a piece of the gyroscope that we can see
Yep.
right there. She also comes with one of the Swords of Omens, which is kind of a cheap out. Just to give that Ultimates feel, right? Just to
Mhm.
give her something extra. But is that really necessary? I have to wonder about that.
Yeah.
She comes with a couple of hands. She has some splayed hands. One is kind of pointing. She has some gripping hands, some slightly, slightly curled hands, and she has a blast effect.
Mhm.
So yeah, justifying the Ultimates price tag seems to really become a very difficult thing now that we're seeing a lot more DX line, right? And the price point with that.
Yeah.
But I have to say, she is brand new tooling all the way around, as far as I can tell. She comes with additional head sculpt, and I think honestly, for a deep cut like this to come out in the line, I think it's fine. I'm pretty satisfied with the way she looks. And then we have Zaxx. Oh my god, this guy is just absolutely crazy. Out of all of the figures, he definitely is the most interesting character.
Yeah. For
Um,
sure.
you know, and he comes with, and he basically, in terms of the price point, I think he is the what's his price point? Is he more
He's
expensive than ever?
Oh yeah. He's
Yeah,
$85.
he's $85. He's like an oversized deluxe, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I can see where that's coming from. He's got wings. He's got 4 arms. He's
Yeah.
got that weird
Gotcha.
compass thing, right?
It's much
Um,
bigger than other figures too.
yeah, he's way bigger. He's got the 2 necklaces that he wears. He's got a swappable head, and he's got multiple hands. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely see where they're coming from with this character, and he is a deep cut. He only showed up in like 1 episode, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I like the
So
fact that he comes with two versions of the Rosencrantz medallion. He
yep,
has the one that's just the standard and the one that shows like his power being summoned. So that's the one that you could put on Mumm-Ra, like if he's summoning Zaxx's power.
yep. So it's fascinating that we see all of these again key items for the Ultimates versions. But yeah, $85 is steep, but it's not outside of the realm of what we've already been paying for deluxe size characters. And then there is Mumm-Ra. And they call him Old Man Mumm-Ra, which I don't understand.
That's weird.
But whatever, it is what it is. So a couple of things that I find fascinating about this particular release. Um, he comes with a headdress of Wizz-Ra, which is fascinating. The reason that's fascinating is because it really does tie in with this particular wave, right?
Hmm.
It's one of these things where you would think that this would have been that extra head, and I'm so glad they didn't do it as a bonus
Yeah,
edition head.
definitely.
That
Me
would
too.
have pissed me off. You know what I mean? Because this is the head that we deserve to have, right? He comes with his staff, which is fascinating too, because I would have expected that staff to be in with a DX version, because that staff is actually an LJN inclusion. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? That's the staff that he came with his original mummy, with the original toy of Mumm-Ra back in the day when he was released in multiple forms. I think there was a Melee Wheel version, and then there was the sarcophagus version where that
Right.
staff came with, right? So fascinating that he's coming with the Ultimates edition, which traditionally has been more the cartoon style. But I guess again, they had to justify the $65 price tag, right? JP, I think that's really where that sort of
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
comes.
Like, they had to include more stuff. What I'm curious to know, and it's a couple of questions that I have for Brian, is if you look at Wizra, he only has one head with the headpiece. So it seems to me that the Pharaoh headpiece is removable, so you can place it on the other portrait of Wizra. So I'm curious if this headpiece can also be placed on the other head that he has on the body right now. That would be cool because it won't give you 3 looks. It won't give you 2 looks. It'll give you 3 looks on this figure. So, what do you think about that? Do you think there's a potential? There's a possibility that that headpiece is removable.
Um, I would like to think so, but if we look at the bonus heads,
Mhm.
right? Um,
Which sold
yeah,
out.
well, yeah, it happens, right? I
I don't
mean,
understand how that happened. That's really weird to me. Like, because that was the perk of ordering directly from Super 7. So did they miscalculate how many of these direct orders they were going to get? I guess because it's a pre-sale, they're too far into production to make more, But
That sucks. That really does
this
suck.
was
I mean, like,
definitely one super pack that I wanted to get, and I didn't pull the trigger early enough.
yeah. Um, I'm not sure. I think that the Mumm-Ra head sculpt is definitely embedded. I don't think this can be removed. But because you can actually see.
Pull up the super pack and let's see the one that comes with the super pack. Okay, so this one has bandages. I love that expression on Mumm-Ra.
It's a really cool expression.
And I don't know what
the problem with their head choices is that they're so minor oftentimes with their expressions. With the Thundercats, at least they had glowing eyes, so you could really justify the idea, right? But everybody else is kind of like, oh, they're doing this weird eyebrow thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With, like,
like Zaxx. Zaxx is like, he's got like that who farted.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? And the other two, I suppose I've never been a fan of the angry faces. It's just never been a thing for me.
Yeah.
I can do without them, but I guess you know what, in terms of head packs, this isn't too bad. But just by looking at Zaxx's head, you really can't tell how much bigger he is than the rest of them. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's absolutely massive. But yeah, if that headdress does come off, which it would be fascinating. I'm not sure it does though, but that would be really cool if you can actually put him with the.
I think it does, because it's like, what when he's powered up like that, he needs his headdress, because the headdress is what grants him his powers. So how could he be powered up?
No, he was
without wearing the headdress.
But I don't think he was able to use magic without the headdress. It's just it weakens him though, right? Now
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope, like, we'll have to ask Brian. We were hoping to talk to him this Friday, but I never got a confirmation to have a chat with him.
Yeah. The packouts are really, really cool. Obviously, as we mentioned, pretty much what they come with. But here's a little bit of a better look at them.
Very cool.
I'm really happy with obviously the hands. Hands are a big thing for Ultimates because it helps them justify the whole price. I really like the chain link. I think that's a really cool inclusion.
Yeah.
It's going to be your standard chain link, very much what they include with like Panthro and all those other guys. But it will be cool to see if that headdress can actually be removable. That's neat. And I really do like Wizz-Ra's overall design. He looks like a pharaoh from Egypt. And I think the cape though is plastic. I don't think that's a soft goods cape.
You don't think it's soft goods?
No, I don't think so. Just by the way it's like draping over him. I think it's going to be much like the Mumm-Ra, where he had a hard cape and he had a soft cape. I think this one's going to be the hard cape. So I think it's going to be interesting.
They should keep with soft goods on capes across the line. And this is a render, so maybe it is a soft cape. I'm crossing my fingers and toes that it is.
Well, I guess we'll find out. We know for a fact this is soft goods. If it's going to be based off of the DX line. Or I hate to say it that way, but this is supposed to be what the DX line is based off. It's weird. It's a very weird situation. But there he is. And of course, like I said, one of the best Easter eggs, I think. That's awesome. The fact that we get Wizz-Ra's head dress with Mumm-Ra's head. And again, still scratching my head about the LJN staff. That's so weird. That's never been anywhere in the cartoon. Very odd in terms of its overall inclusion. I do like the red lightning blast with the hand. That's very much cartoon. Rankin and Bass. So that's really cool to see. and all the hands that are included. And of course, he doesn't do the mansplaining anymore. He's he's covering up that draft. So seeing him in person at Toy Fair was cool. He looked really, really good.
Yeah, I like seeing the soft goods. And it's like I'm saying, like if you look at this render, you're gonna assume that this is a plastic cape, but it's soft goods. So that's why I'm hoping Wizz-Ra is gonna follow suit. Another thing that I'm a little concerned about is in terms of material. I hope that I don't know what you call these pieces of the headdress, but I hope that that's like a very malleable, soft rubber so that it doesn't cause limitation in range of movement on the heads on either Wizra or Mumm-Ra.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to be a major problem. I don't think they'll be able to move their heads much because this thing it's even got a back piece too.
Actually,
right?
you know what? If you look at the group shot, if you zoom in on Wizra, of course it's a render, but you could tell that that one piece of the headdress is kind of folding up to contour his shoulder. So
yeah, but you see
but
how like
again, it's a render.
I know the other thing that's the problem with these things. Cruncher, because I remember being very specific about that. Cruncher can't do what he did in the render, which we find out now, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, unfortunately. But they were careful not to move him too far, right? Because as we know, with plastic, you can move it a certain degree, and it will flex a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, it's a hit and miss no matter what. But we'll see how far they take that one. Yeah, Jagara she looks pretty good. Jagara looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing much else to really speak about here. She's got the blast effect. I'm still kind of miffed about the Sword of Omens. I keep saying that. How many fucking Dagger of Omens do we have? I got them lying all over the place. They're like a freaking Christmas tree ornaments, man. They're all over the place. It's something they're ubiquitous right now.
I think that's what they want us to do. Like, so we share in the love for Thundercats all year long, and now we can actually adorn our Christmas trees with daggers of omen.
Whatever, man. These things are gonna get lost. I guess extras are good. I don't know.
Tree of Omens.
The Tree of Omens. Exactly. Dude, I'm gonna create a Game of Thrones throne with all these freaking daggers we got, man. It's there are enough of them now. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then there is let's start with the front. Then there's Zaxx. And man, he is deluxe. He is deluxe of deluxe. The guy is gigantic. He comes with all these crazy hands, right?
Yep.
Fists, gripping hands, splayed hands, claw hands, pointing fingers. Again, he's got 4 sets, right? That's the problem, right? He's got hands for fucking days.
Hands for days, bro.
Yeah, man, he's a handy guy. And then of course he's got his head sculpts, which look really cool. Obviously, I don't think that it would have been an easier solution to make his beak mandible, to be able to open it up and stuff. But that is what it is. But there, and then you have the 2 medallions, man. They look so cool, right? So awesome to see these their inclusion. Obviously, we know in the past that this is going to be a tempo, and it's going to be from the cartoon, which is really cool. Yeah. And then if we look from the back, those wings, man. Those wings are absolutely crazy. They're huge too, and they attach to his back.
Looks like,
and they're articulated as well too.
Yeah.
Is this the first winged character we've had like with
Thundercats? I mean, yeah. I don't think they've done anything with wings in Ultimates. Period.
Yeah, I think that this is the first winged character, which is neat. That's freaking.
Oh no! What was that? From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they did that duck. That was a pilot. Didn't he have wings?
Wait, did they? Or is that wasn't NECA? I know that. I think it's Ace Duck, but I know NECA did Ace Duck.
Oh, Ultimates didn't do him. I could have sworn they did
I
him.
don't remember. Does anybody in the chat know if they did Ace Duck for Super 7? You know what? Let me find out.
I could search here. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm taking a look. No, you're right. They did do one. And those are the wings.
Huge wings.
Yeah, they're massive. I don't think no, but they're not the same wings.
No, they're definitely not the same wings, but it's not their first hoorah with wings, that's for sure.
Yeah,
these were
but
spread out.
it is their first Thundercats winged character.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, at least we got that out of the way. Yeah, I am really liking these characters. I like the deeper cuts that they represent. Oh wait, I think you're right, JP. I think you're right. There it is. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. So if we are to believe what we're seeing right here, this the headdress is removable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
awesome.
makes sense. Yeah,
That is freaking awesome.
and it makes sense because it's like it just sits on the head. It's supposed to be oversized anyways, and it saves them on tooling because why were they going to make another headpiece?
Yeah,
so
but that does worry me too because whenever you have ears on a character, sometimes it doesn't sit right.
Mhm.
You can never really get it right on the brow, and because it's got the two shoulder pieces, it might not sit properly, so it might raise up. That's the only thing about additional headpieces that always kind of, especially because he's got that collar. The collar is
Right.
really the big problem because the collar, it's always thicker, right? And maybe you're right. Maybe it is a soft good because actually it's hard to tell.
It almost looks like it's really hard to tell
It's
here.
hard to tell.
But I can see like the thickness on the seams,
Yeah.
like where they would normally put the wire.
Yeah.
But it's a render, so that's definitely a question to ask Brian.
Yeah. We'll definitely hopefully find out sooner rather than later. But good to confirm, at least from this render, that apparently his headdress can come on and off of both of the heads.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. And then we have Mumm-Ra, the Ever Living, and I don't know. Like again, I'm not sure that it'll actually be able to do that. And I'm curious. I don't think this will come off of his head, though. I think this is definitely, a piece which will definitely will be sculpted in with his head. I think, in my opinion, I think it's just too different. But you never know. We'll find out, I guess.
Mhm.
But this is really, really cool. I do like the way that overall look works. And Jagara, yeah, she's good. Again, I'm really happy with this particular release. And it's unfortunate. One thing that they should definitely do, in my opinion, they should just. It doesn't take a lot to redo heads. You know what I mean? They should just like make these all available all over again to people who really want it. But I understand they really want to get that money in for the pre-orders ahead of time.
It's a marketing strategy for sure.
Yeah, and congratulations to them for selling out. I mean, that's a big thing. You know what I mean? That is a huge.
I wonder how many
thing.
units they produced of this super pack because they've never sold out of a super pack like that.
I know, which makes the super pack incredibly rare.
Yeah,
incredibly rare. So yeah, I guess your mileage may vary. JP. I guess we'll find out how far that takes us.
So
Alex
what's interesting? I was noticing, for example, in the timeliness is, did you expect a new Thundercats Wave to be put up for order? Because I guess it's because there was such a short gap between Red Eye and Lion-O going up for sale and then being actually delivered. But it kind of makes sense where once you receive one wave, I guess the next wave is going up, just like they used to do when they were doing the pre-order model. So what that means is that in June, we'll see wave 16 because that's when these are supposed to ship in June.
So unlike Mondo, which are oftentimes prohibitively expensive depending on what type of collector you are, I can see wave after wave after wave supposedly going on sale each time one wave is completed, right? But Super 7 hasn't really been on that train. They have other projects on the go all the time. They have their rock and roll line. They have Sesame Street now. They have, so many different, like Tiger Sharks is going to be on the docket, right?
Yeah.
So it's always difficult whenever you have so many different projects and the factories only have so much time to give you, right? In terms of like scheduling. So ultimately it depends on the on the factories at the end of the day. But it would be nice to see that once these sell through, a month later or two, we get another announcement for a new wave. That would be cool. And if they could keep that triage up, that would be nice. The uncertainty with tariffs and everything like that, are they legal? Are they illegal? What's actually happening? It's so up in the air right now, that everyone's gun shy. I think everybody is a little bit gun shy to really just go ahead and willy-nilly. It's not like back in the day where I would pre-order 600 things and not think about it for a while. You know what I mean? Like now you really got to watch what's happening, because you might be hit out of nowhere with like, $600 in tariffs. You don't even know, right? It just blindsides you, right? So it's pretty crazy that way. Alex Sanchez, I want the Crabman and Demolisher too. Those Crabman, those are some weird. That was way back in the day, man.
Demolisher, man. I've been wanting Demolisher since day one.
Yeah. The Crabman, I can do without the Crabman. They look kind of weird. They're kind of some.
He's very ancillary, very random. He's more like almost like a background villain.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one small obstacle they just created for that episode, and they didn't really.
There's so many other cool characters, man. There's like the Hog King. There's Plutar. There's freaking what's this guy's name? The Ice King. There's so many cool characters. I really hope that they do a caveman. I would love the caveman.
I mean, we still got some mainline characters that still need to be finished. I mean, the Berserkers, they still need to be done. You know what I mean? Like Tugmug. We still need Tugmug, right? So there's a whole bunch of characters that still need to be finished, right? And if you want another deep cut, I mean, Luna, right? Her original form, we sort of, I guess, what was she called? She wasn't actually Luna. She was called something else, right?
Are you talking about Queen Luna?
Queen Luna. That's right, Queen Luna. Right now, it's never been confirmed. It's never been confirmed that that's actually Luna's original form. She was just a character from the past, apparently, or something like that, right?
That'll be a badass figure.
That will be a badass figure, 100%. But Mumm-Ra is another deep cut too, right? So, and there are two Mumm-Ranas, right? So we have to consider that as well.
Shantae and her crocodile guards. That would be awesome too.
If you really want deep cuts, the unicorn herders, right? The unicorns, right? So there's a lot of things, a lot of characters that the Inflamer. I want the Inflamer, man. The Inflamer is a really cool character, dude.
There's two versions of him, though.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? He's a character that grow in size, right? So arguably, you could actually have a small Inflamer, right? Just a little statue guy, right? And you can have a big Inflamer, right? So technically, and you know what? Maybe he doesn't really he'll have a few blast effects, but for the most part, he doesn't really have much. So it'll be really interesting to see what they would do with the Inflamer, I think. Anyway, and we even have what's it called? What's the Tuscanor, right? Those guys still need.
Oh, the Tuscan Warriors.
Yeah,
Tuscan Warriors. Yeah,
the Tuscan Warriors, man. Like those.
They could do a Tuscan Warrior, which was originally what they did, but it would be awesome if they do Tumargar.
Tumargar. That's right. There you go. Yeah. Like seriously, there's so many crazy characters that are still to be released, and I'm looking forward to it. CB Hunts, thank you for the shout out, homie. I really do appreciate it, of course, brother, all the time. Just sub CB Hunts. There you go. The man's doing it. Dude stuff. The original LJ and Thundercats really hit it out of the park, and I'm not big on the original lines, but being the best with modern updates. Yeah, that's a good one. Damien, check out these photos for Beastman. Kind of mixed feelings too, dude. I said we were talking about that from the beginning. It's not. There's something wrong with him, man. Like, so he's He's anorexic. He went on a diet. He's Batista after the diet. It's crazy.
Merman was kind of wonky too. I didn't like Merman.
What the vintage collection Merman?
Yeah, the
Have you-
Masterverse vintage Merman.
Oh,
It's
I gotta
not
have to take a look at
not
that.
the one with the glass eyes. That was the regular.
No, that's not the same one. That's I think that's New Eternia one.
No, they did a vintage Merman.
Did they do a vintage Merman?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, and he looks weird.
Masterverse Vintage Collection Merman. Oh, he doesn't have glass eyes though.
No.
He has just these white beady eyes. Yeah, that's why you confused me. The New Eternia Merman has glass eyes.
That's the one with glass eyes. Yeah, that one looks awesome, but
He looks cool.
The vintage one doesn't look like the vintage Merman.
He looks weird, man. They tried something. They tried to do something with him, but similar idea. They did not really capture I guess what he was supposed to look like. But the in-hand version looks a little bit better. Yeah, if you look at if you guys take a look at the toy habits, the in-hand version looks a lot better, actually. Actually, yeah. You know what? This gives me a little bit of hope. Here, I'm gonna share the screen, and I'll show you guys that the in-hand version, courtesy of Toy Habits. And I'm kicking myself because like I live here in Canada, and it's hard to find like we don't get any options here. But look, that's a way better face than the original face that they had for the solicitation photos. Yeah. That looks pretty good for Merman. The Merman I remember as a kid. That looks pretty good. Where did they have any more? Yeah. See, this was the one that they solicited. He looks like a freaking Muppet on drugs.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Here he looks like a Muppet on drugs. But if you look at the in-hand version, that's a lot better. Oh, what the freak?
Still looks weird, but
yeah, but it's way better. Damn it! It's way better than what we saw with the solicitation versions. Right. Yeah. I'm not so bad with this one. This one I can live with for the most part. I wish I could get my hands on these because, like, honestly, it's hard enough trying to find them. But up here in Canada, they're impossible. I've never found one in the wild. Never. Right. Because as we know, this is what Merman's actually supposed to look like, right? But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah. So, oh, what the heck? CB Hunts, Jordan from Canada. Cheers, Damien Ristori. Dude stuff. I think it's going to be I think it's a good beast man. They just need to make him a little bit more bulkier, not quite as bulky as the New Eternia one. Yeah, that's the problem though, right? It's a little too late, I think. But again, those solicitation photos, they as you just saw, they can look weird, and then the final version looks much better. But there's something going on with those arms, and he's just as JP said, and everybody's saying he's not thick enough. He's not thick enough. He's just not.
No, he looks weird.
Nolan, I don't remember this buff King Tut. Oh, dude, he was awesome. He was Wizz-Ra was definitely one of the great episodes, but he never made an appearance again. There was a one and done episode, but very legendary. It would have been nice to see him again, though. That would have been really nice. Jordan from Canada, great sculpts all around. Wizz-Ra would be a standout on the shelf for sure. But so will Zaxx. Zaxx will be 100% a standout. Nolan, other than her colors, she looks like the villain from Power Rangers. That's true. She sort of does look like Rita Repulsa. That is true. I totally get where you're coming from. CB Hunts, I don't remember Wizz-Ra, human form of Mumm-Ra. No, he's not. He is the enemy of Mumm-Ra. He fights for the side of good. Damien Ristori, favorite of the way for sure. And if memory serves me correctly, another villain for Vulture Man to team up with. I don't think they ever really teamed up. If anything, he would pick on Vulture Man. Vulture Man's a bit too scroggly. Nolan does kind of feel like a feeble old man. Haha, I do like this version of him. They're calling him Old Man Mumm-Ra. I don't even know where that comes from. What do you think, JP? Where the hell does that term come from?
No idea. I mean, he's just a mummy. I guess they didn't want to call him Mummy Mumm-Ra. It's like,
So strange.
he's
But
a
it's
dead
still,
man, not an old
yeah,
man.
exactly. He's like, no, he's ever living. This is true. But one thing is, on the package, it doesn't say anything. It just says Mumm-Ra. So it's kind of weird. I do too, Nolan. He looks more like cartoon style than the original, which is a good thing.
Let me ask you something. In regards to Thundercats, there's some other news that we're not addressing. It's the out of nowhere reveal of the Tigra re-release with the new packaging.
Yes, the what's it called? That was actually at the Toy Fair as well.
It was?
I think
it was on display.
Yeah, but not the packaging, right? It was just
Tigra. Oh, okay.
Right. So it's this is the weird thing about it too. For the most part, it's just Tigra, but he has his proper sleeve, his proper collar now. And they don't have that weird coloration on his torso.
Right.
Other than that, it's just a straight re-release of Ultimates Tigra. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad it happened. Once DX Tigra was released,
the elbow pad finally.
Yes, the elbow pad. That's what I was. That's why I was doing this. The elbow pad. They're like once DX Tigra was re-released, the prices on Ultimates Tigra dropped finally. And now that they're re-releasing the Ultimates Tigra, it's a welcome addition. But there's really nothing different about him. He's pretty much the exact same Tigra, right? No new articulation, no new buck. It's the exact same thing.
New packaging, an elbow pad, which should have been included in the first.
Yeah, and he's just a bit too big. Like he's
a little buff.
Just a bit taller than he's taller than Lino. It's a weird scale.
He needs a 2.0 body for sure.
Yeah, he does. We've been talking about it for a while, but they say he looks good enough, and that's oftentimes what happens. Guy Dorian Senior, the price points are not good. How in the world will 12 and unders even get these? They can't, and I'm sure that's the idea, to sell to adult collectors, but that's also really sad. $35 on an action figure these days is not out of the question. I mean, no, Transformers start at $30, right? Transformers start at $30 and then go up from there, right? But yeah, I think $35 is on the very much higher end for kids' toys.
For sure,
that is on the much higher end for kids' toys. Frank Herrera, so upset missing the super pack. Yeah, a lot of people are very we're flabbergasted. We have no I was not unaware that it sold out, and B, I'm pretty shocked that it's not being put up again. It's kind of crazy. Q Cult, I prefer the head packs to the weapons ones. Yes, the weapon, but the weapons. No, they never released a weapons pack. They had a weapons pack. Which one?
They had one super pack that had like a bunch of different weapons. I don't remember what wave it was.
That sucks. I don't think anybody would have been happy with that. That's kind of dumb. Jason's Electric ordered all except for Old Man Mumm-Ra because I already have the first one. But there are some advantages to this one. So if anything, take a look at the DX version when it comes out in the stores. That might actually be a really good option for you. And he comes with Wizz-Ra's headdress. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's pretty cool. Jordan from Canada, I really like the colors in the sculpt on Wizz-Ra. What's the backstory in him, if you guys don't mind me asking? JP, you take this one.
So Wizz-Ra is essentially he's a wizard, and basically he was banished to the 7th dimension on Third Earth. He remains imprisoned there for over 7,000 years, and he only appears on a single day. So that one single day is that one single episode that he came out in. But his enchanted golden helmet of Far Nor, which he wears, it's basically, oh, look, right here is a confirmation in the specs. His enchanted golden helmet of Farnor, which he wears on an interchangeable head option, shines in metallic gold. You can
There you
pose
go.
him with a variety of accessories. The chain of loyalty is one of them. And yeah, so he's an ancient power that truly rivals Mumm-Ra, but since he was banished to the seventh dimension, uh, he's a big threat to Mumm-Ra. So by taking his headdress off, that's how Mumm-Ra kind of is able to defeat and weaken him. But he's a really cool character, definitely an awesome addition to the collection.
100%. Jordan from Canada. I really like the colors, the sculpt, and Wizz-Ra. Oh no, we just answered that. So cool. CB Hunts. I was asking the same thing, Jordan. His backstory. Yep, there you go, guys. JP reading from the script. Clint Jorgensen. I use my dagger of omens as a toothpick in my club sand. Exactly. I'm right there, bro. I am right there with you.
That's a good one.
Way too many of these freaking swords, daggers of omens, man. I got another one with the Cat Slayer. The Cat Slayer came with one freaking thing. But what I will say is because there's so many of them, you lose one, you're not really that concerned. CB Hunts. Billy Butch is also laughing. Cute little kittens. Yeah, absolutely. Damien Ristori. Handy toothpick Jay with that sword. Yeah, pretty much, right? Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. Finally, I awakened from my slumber to watch my favorite show on YouTube with Mega J and JP. Clint Jorgensen. What's up, Nolan? Jason's Electric. Super7 striking back. Wingnut had some pretty big wings. That's true. Wingnut had some pretty, but they were bat wings, so not the same thing. Not the same thing. Negative Sight. Goldar. I forgot about Goldar. Yes, but Goldar had mechanical wings. So there's another thing. I'm not saying that they didn't do. There's the thing. I'm not saying that they didn't do really cool characters.
Thundercats. They've only done that character.
Exactly. Damien Ristori. I believe so, and I can't recall many wing characters Super7 could do except Evil Gargoyles and Towers of Traps episode.
Cool.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think they're going to do gargoyles. They were barely enemies at all. Motu Thunder. If you want to replace someone from Thundercats Wave 15, put in the Driller. Who would it be? It could only be Jagara. She's the only one I could even think of to replace. But she's a pretty cool character too. My only problem with Jagara, she looks like she's black and white. She's very monotone. She doesn't have many colors.
Well, that's how she was in the cartoons.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I thought there was something wrong with the cartoon when I was watching that episode. Jason Electric, rise, gods of Third Earth. Yes, rise. Mumm-Ra, why does Lionel always have more heads and accessories than me? Because Mumm-Ra doesn't really come with much. This angers the ever-living. I will show mercy and not summon mutants on the lander this time. Lionel, perhaps because the public resonates with the good over evil. Mumm-Ra and Lionel are always fighting in the comments. Damien Story, Plutar and Scrape, please. Yes, Plutar. We definitely need Plutar. Tuska Warriors. Yeah, we talked about that. Top Spinner. Yes, all of the Berserkers. We need them all. Mumm-Ra the everything. You dare to insult me in public, Lionel? These guys are going to keep going. Darth Quicks Keox. Darth Quixote. I'm sorry. Darth Quixote. My apologies, my friend. Darth Quixote. I just popped in, but I want King Arthur. That was the biggest. Well, that was the number one on JP's poll. JP's poll was number one. King Arthur and Namex. Nice. All right. Thanks, cool. Darth Quixote. Demir Story. Yes, the Inflamer. Yes, the Inflamer for sure. He has to be. They have to make him. Dude stuff. Super7 did so many different Leos, Mikes, Donnies, Mikes. Figure from the regular look, but they didn't make any General Trags and so many others. I'm trying to think. I don't think General Trag... Did General Trag come out in Playmates? I don't think so. I don't think there were any Triceratons in the Playmates line. So and they follow the Playmates line pretty closely. So I'm gonna say that's the reason why. Tumagar, yes, Tumagar, yes, we talked about that. Mike from Tidarium Hangers in the house. What's going on, Mike? Good to see you. Thundercats, bring all the guys to the yard. CB Hunts laughing at. Same thing with Nolan. Negative Sight. Jay, I do need you to be your Motu dealer. Brother, if you can gather all of those vintage collections, just tell me how much and tell me where to send the money. Like seriously, I need those vintage collection figures because again they're going to discontinue Masterverse, right? So Jordan from Canada, a Muppet on drugs. Oh mercy, yeah, he does look like that. Trust me, he looks like Muppet on drugs. Damien Story. Comments and cocktails for UK for Motu-J and international shipping. You know what? We share the same Her Majesty's Royal Mail service, so we don't get charged any more than that. A Tiger release? Yes. It was announced a few weeks ago, actually. Negative side. I need Chitara with the digital rendering head. We need a new Chitara. Period. JP. We need a new freaking Chitara body.
I agree.
CB Hunts, is there any picture of the Tiger re-release? It's floating around. I think if you go to Toy Habits, they have one.
Yeah, I have it on my IG also. It's just it's basically the same thing, only with the new packaging that has the character art on the right corner, and it's the same exact figure, just without the stains in the abdomen.
Yeah, the stains are the biggest thing. Don't know what the heck happened with the stains there, but it was not a good look. It was not a good look. There he is. Yep, there he is. Like I said, it's the exact same figure, like exactly the same. I think the paint on his face might be slightly different, but for the most part, it's and he's got, like I said, the elbow pad paint. So that was a big deal. And yeah, just new updated packaging. That's it. Everything else is exactly the same. Yep. So not a lot to write home about. But again, for those of you who missed it, Darth Quixote, and Flamer
had two forms. Yeah, we talked about that. We're catching up with comments from like 30 minutes ago.
Let's see here. CB Hunts. Lionel's too short for me. Wish he was taller, like the same height as Jackoman. Yeah, I don't know Jackoman is supposed to be really short. I think that was the one mistake the Four Horsemen made, because out of all of them, Jackoman was the tallest, right? But I think it's also because Jackoman's sort of like he's always hunched over. He's not really supposed to be standing tall. So, Jordan from Canada, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You too, brother. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Damien Story. Jax was the ruler of the Southern Hemisphere of Third Earth and a major threat to Mumm-Ra until he stole the medallion. Dude stuff. Yes, he did. And Frankie, this is the second time getting the mighty gyroscope regulators. The first time was with Mumm-Ra. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's true. Mumm-Ra did include a gyroscope. I wonder if it's the same, though. Let me see.
Did he have the gyroscope? Which Mumm-Ra?
The ever living one.
He has the gyroscope? I didn't think he had one.
Yeah, I'm thinking he does. Hold on. That's a good point. Let me check here.
Yeah, I'm taking a look myself.
Mumm-Ra.
Oh, that big orb thing.
No, not that.
Okay, then he doesn't come with it.
Hold on. I know.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, there is something. I see it. Which one? Which Mumm-Ra is this?
Ever Living, first edition. He came with. Let me see.
Oh, I'm looking at the LED one. That's it. He came with Mumm-Ra and the gyroscope. Yes, I see it now.
Yeah, I can't see it in the package.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing, which kind of sucks because that means she doesn't actually have any unique items.
I'm curious.
That really sucks.
No, but it's not. No, it's not the same. No.
It kind of is.
No, this one has a ball at the tip.
The other one has a ball at the tip too.
Is it just repainted? Hold on.
No. It's slightly. It is a different sculpt because the one that. Okay, so hold on. Check this out. So the one that Jagara has, it's tapered. I don't know why it's tapered, but it's tapered. Here, take a look. So if you see the one that Mumm-Ra has, it's a straight cylinder, right? It's a full-on cylinder. Whereas Jagara, it's got this weird.
You change your name every time you say it.
Yeah, I know. I have a hard time pronouncing. How do you pronounce it?
Jagara.
How do you pronounce it? Jagara. That's right, Jagara. The character is so foreign to me sometimes. Yeah, but see, it is a different sculpt.
Yeah,
right?
it's not like
this one is more of a staff.
Yeah, that looks. I don't think that's a gyroscope.
So what is it then?
You gotta look at the specs on this. Hold on. I'm looking at the solicitation. Let me see if it gives the breakdown. Comes with features, packaging contents, multiple points of articulation, sort of plunder.
It does look like it though. Like it's very similar.
Trying to looking for the original solicitation. Description NED. Okay, standard version. Key of Thundera, alternate head. Mighty gyroscope regulator.
Yeah.
Mighty gyroscope regulator. And she comes with supposed to say it here. Mighty gyroscope. So it's a different piece of the gyroscope, apparently. Mumm-Ra comes with a regulator, and she comes with a gyroscope.
So are they building the damn thing?
These are only build a gyroscope, yeah. 5 years, 6 years in the making.
Just absolutely crazy. All right, so I'm bringing up the gyroscope itself, and let's have a look at this thing. The problem is all the thumbnails, sorry, all the images are so freaking tiny. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It could be, you know what it is? Because you see how there's the sphere, and then maybe the piece that Mumm-Ra came with goes on the bottom and the other one goes on the top, because it looks like there's two. It almost looks like there's two rods that are keeping that sphere powered up.
We'd have to watch the episode completely because
we have to watch it.
It's so weird. The damn thing's massive.
Another thing that we talked about last episode, and I did a little digging into, was Bengali. They just did a play on words. He doesn't come with anything new. If you look at the wording, it just says features accessories, but like it's nothing about new accessories or it says bonus accessory, I think, or something like that. Bonus accessories, but you're just talking about the same accessories.
So freaking terrible.
Just made it like
misleading.
Yeah.
Misleading.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, JP. I like the bright colors of DX Tigra. Yeah, he's supposed to be more cartoon aesthetic, right? So, dude stuff. I'm going to watch this Thundercats cartoon from 2011-ish. You'll be disappointed at the end because there is no end. It never ends. Negative site. Jagara is temp only one to use until they could get the replacement. What? Jagara is the temp one that they use. Oh, okay. So that's the old. So that was the temporary version. And
so that's probably the one that was destroyed, and then the one that Mumm-Ra has.
Interesting. I have to watch that episode again.
Yeah,
that's the problem. CB Hunts, looks like Mumm-Ra is more extended than the new one. Yeah, possibly.
Yes, Viagra.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely fun. Like Thundercats isn't going anywhere, man. It's also going
Before we
strong.
go, man, before we go, I wanted to flex a little vintage item that I just received.
Okay.
And I think this is super cool.
Oh, wow.
This
Coloring
is
book.
an original Happy House coloring book
That is so cool, man.
from 1986.
Look at that.
And it is unused.
Unused. Wow, that's cool. That is a gem. It looks like it hasn't actually seen much wear either. The corners look pretty good. Is there any fraying on the spine, or is it pretty much like mint?
No, man, it's pretty clean. You can tell here.
You got to get yourself a bag of board. That's a pretty good find, brother. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
just collecting a lot of vintage stuff. I'm trying to get the minis, trying to get a bunch of vintage random stuff. There's so much stuff out there, man.
Yeah,
it's just exciting to own these little nuggets of history and nostalgia that are not only the action figures, but like other stuff, you know?
Totally. 100%. But yeah, guys, things are moving fast in the toy world. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. JP and I are going to be at Toylanta. As a matter of fact, might as well bring it up. This coming, it's not far away.
End of month.
End of the month. I believe it's 23rd, isn't it?
27th, 28th, and 29th.
Toylanta.net. So yeah, guys, March 27th, 28th, and 29th at the Gas South Convention Center. We were there last year and it was a freaking blast. And now apparently they are expanding to more of the convention center. So this is going to be freaking huge. We're very, very excited. Huge shout out to Brett of Toylanta for inviting us. There's going to be a lot of things to do, a lot of things to see. And honestly, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. JP will be there as well as myself. We're going to be showcasing a lot about the new toys that we're involved with. JP, why don't you talk a little bit about From the Realm?
Yeah, so, From the Realm, we're finally shaping up this year to launch our Kickstarter. So definitely working on getting some really cool stuff to reveal during Toylanta, if time is our friend. But yeah, look forward to the Kickstarter and a lot of new exciting updates coming very, very soon.
Yeah, guys, if you're into monsters, werewolves, vampires, all that jazz, you definitely hunchbacks. You definitely got to check out From the Realm. Definitely follow from_the_realm on Instagram. They're doing some really cool work, and of course, come check us out at Toylanta 2026. This March 27th, 28th, and 29th. We're going to have, hopefully, as JP alluded to, some new things to show at the show, because this is just looking absolutely incredible. You can see the scale that they have for other figures that have already been released. And yeah, guys, this is going to be an awesome time at the show. We hope to see you guys there. And of course, my friend Danny Green and myself are going to be there showcasing El Dragoon, which is another wonderful IP property by my good friend Danny Green. And not Del Dragoon, it's El Dragoon. Oh my gosh. El Dragoon. I don't know why it's not coming up, but it's not coming up. Why is it not coming up? For a second. There it is. Of course, it's comic book. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we are going to be showing some brand new artwork. We've had some wonderful cosplayers actually do some great cosplay for us at the Action Figure Comic-Con. This, of course, is Local Super, and she did an incredible cosplay for us. She looks freaking awesome. And guys, we are really excited about everything happening with El Dragoon, and we can showcase to you guys some brand new things that we're going to be showcasing at Toylanta 2026. So don't forget, guys, March 27th, 28th, and 29th at the Gas South Convention Center in Duluth, Georgia. We hope to see you guys there. Tickets are on sale right now at toylanta.net. And yeah, man, we're going to see a lot of things. We might even see a production sample, possibly, of the Four Horsemen's Dragon. I don't even know. How do you say it again? I can't even pronounce the damn name.
Oh, Behathir.
Yeah, Behithir. So yeah, guys, definitely join us at Toylanta 2026. We hope to see you guys there. And guys, don't forget myself, JP, and the whole team over at Motuniverse. We are gearing up for the Motuniverse event happening May 23rd, 24th, Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're very excited to showcase all the new guests and the wonderful events that are going to be happening. As a matter of fact, we are really excited by oh, Masters of the Universe in 2026. It's never been in public consciousness more than it has been right now. As a matter of fact, guys, join us for Motuniverse. This is the Masters of the Universe convention that's happening at the Torrance Marriott in Redondo Beach, California, May 23rd to 24th, Memorial Day weekend. It's freaking amazing. We have some amazing guests that are coming this year. Mike Young of Mike Young Productions. Mike Young, of course, is the man who led the way bringing He-Man and the Masters of the Universe to television. I really want to find out how he got the censors to greenlight the melting face of Keldor on screen. Don't miss out on your chance to meet Mike Young at Motuniverse 2026. Rudy Obrero, the wonderful packaging designer for the original Masters Universe. Toy line paintings are on Castle Grayskull, Battle Cat, the Wind Raider. We have Blade from the 1987 movie, Anthony DeLonghi's. He is going to be there doing a weapons demonstration. It's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to be able to meet him in person. It's going to be great. And of course, the great Alan Oppenheimer. This is going to be an amazing opportunity. He doesn't do too many conventions anymore. He's getting up in age. To be able to have a chance to meet him. And he didn't just do the voice of Skeletor. He did the voice of Battlecat, Man-at-Arms, freaking Falcor, the Dragon. He did Mighty Mouse. This is nuts. To be able to have this type of Eternia royalty at the show is incredible. And speaking of Eternia royalty, the Princess of Power herself, the Princess of Eternia, Melindy Britt, the voice of She-Ra, will also be joining us. What an incredible lineup. And of course, for the Master Universe 1987 movie again, William Stout, the designer who made the look for He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, of course, Gwildor! He created Gwildor's look! It was freaking awesome. Come to Motuniverse 2026, meet William Stout in person, writer guest of honor Tim Sheridan, who's worked on multiple comic books, and of course the production for Master Universe Revelation Revolution, multiple different cartoons and movies, television. He'll be talking about his brand new secret project for Master Universe at Motuniverse 2026. Definitely come and meet Tim Sheridan at the show. And of course, writer Joshua Skye, who's literally writing the lore of Master Universe in the comics. It's going to be freaking epic. You can get tickets at multiversecon.com. The early bird registration is happening right now. You can save quite a bit of money right now on multiversecon.com. Get there directly from the tickets portion here on Motuniverse, powered by He-Mania.com. And if you are an exhibitor and are looking to get a table, definitely head over to multiversecon.com, sign up, become an exhibitor, and guys, spaces are going fast. The hotel, of course, is at the Torrance Marriott, Redondo Beach in California, May 23rd to 24th. You can actually book your stay on multiversecon.com. Just click on the link here and send you to the portal for the Marriott. Reserve your hotel so that you can celebrate with us as we celebrate Master Universe in 2026. We're going to have a huge Master Universe movie celebration, so it's going to be the place to celebrate Master Universe in 2026. More guests, more events. It's going to be freaking crazy. Guys, thank you again for joining us. And of course, we hope to see you guys at Toylanta as well as Motuniverse. It's going to be a blast. Toys continue to come up. And of course, Thundercats isn't going anywhere in 2026. As a matter of fact, it's just getting started. Guys, I want to thank my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics. Please follow JP. He's hit 100,000 plus and he continues to climb. So, guys, he is, of course, the resource for Thundercats news on Instagram. JP, what are you working on, my friend, and how can people reach you?
I'm working on From the Realm, working on my own personal predictions for what Mezco is going to do with Thundercats. Also hoping to get some information on Thundercats in terms of the next release, which is coming up next month, the toy version Ultraman and the Sky Cutter. Can't wait to see the packaging for that. And working on a little top secret Thundercats related project that I'll be shedding some light on later on.
Awesome, guys. As always, please subscribe to or follow JP on Instagram, Thundercats_classics. He is the #1 resource, and he's got some great. If you follow him on his Instagram group, he's always giving latest tips for Thundercats related merchandise and where you can buy some really cool stuff for Thundercats. We have final comments before we start logging off, everybody. Frankie Rivera, awesome comic. Yes, it is. Negative Sight, Thundercats ho! We're almost there.
Ho!
Nolan, sweet, nice pickup. Yes, it wasn't a comic book; it was a coloring book. So it looks absolutely beautiful, vintage, and unspoiled. CB Hunts, oh my god, I had that, dude. You guys, I know I saw it in the stores. I know that for a fact. Childhood memory unlocked. Guy Dorrance here. Toylanta, go! Yes, we will see you at Toylanta, Guy. It's going to be awesome hanging out with you and your lovely wife once again. Andrew Davis, L91. Andrew's in the house. What's going on, Andrew? Good to see you, brother. Photocopy that coloring book and send out some pages. That's what phones are for. You can take pictures. You don't have to photocopy nothing anymore. Jordan for Canada. Always fun to hang out and chat. Enjoy Atlanta. March already. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Gary here has Lost Landers merch. A lot of great stuff. Another wonderful IP creator, owned IP. Big new announcements. Other toy line announcements as well. That's awesome. If you guys haven't seen the Lost Landers, head over to Guy Doran Senior Instagram page. Oh man, I need some water. It's an incredible creator-owned book. Frank Rivera, great stream as always. Thundercats, ho! Jordan for Canada, Motuniverse, yes, Motuniverse. Jason's Electric, peace. Be there in spirit for sure. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Lion-O from Thundera, ready for the outro, my friends. Yes, we are. We're getting ready. Nolan, 8B8, was a blast as always. Take care, all. JP, ready for that outro. In 3, 2, 1, Thunder. Thundercats. Ho! Guys, thank you for joining us. It's always been a pleasure. We hope you're all doing well, staying safe.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Have an awesome rest of your week.
Journey, everybody. Geek proud. Take care, guys.